Hello, we are back and ready to go with more Scarlet Hollow. You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome. Oh, forgot to plug in my thing. Alright, there we go. Alright. And I do have the dogs in here, but they should not be any problem. Making sure I put the chat pulled up so I can see what I'm doing. Come on. There we go. No. Why is technology so hard for me? There we go. Alright, and I'm back. I can, in fact, see the comments. I do have my pug pillow with me, so we have our own Gretchen. Alright, we're ready to go. Continue. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Prepare if you dare. Proceed if you dare. If you'd like to continue with this wonder state in this world state in episode 3, please save your game now. I would enjoy that. Alright, continue. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 3? Yes, please give me a full recap. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, your cousin's mother and aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering her own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Is that better? Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Is Trina with us as well? Figure, if not, the update's kind of a good time for her to be here. Yeah? Okay. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? Duke grapples with the thing as it grapples at his shotgun, pulling the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Bernie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creatures attempt to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. Oh, Irinixis, my hero! You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispering tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there is the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. Oh my god! Oh my god, what do we do? Stella, keep an eye on them for us. Make sure they don't get into any more trouble. Welcome home. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Afraid! Dustin is so cute! Oh, alright, Tabitha. But listen, you better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I asked, and we won't have any more troubles. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Wow. That is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I'm going to keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. We were both out too late. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now, anyways. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. You're interrupted by a sudden Sammy Wayne? Yep, that's our Sam Wayne. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through the hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of the hill. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw Mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw Mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out whenever we want. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalind's anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder than you, though you don't hear it. But you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but before there's the light, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the thing. Irinixis, are you all right? Your dad your dad doesn't have a job anymore, Becca. You and Tabitha manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Holy shit, you're okay, thank God! And everyone's accounted for? That was a surprisingly close call. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkening road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you can see the shadowy figures that gather behind Estella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carvings on the wall and the visions it imparted upon you. Wake up. All right, we're on the next episode. Here we right, Frou, where did you go? You were cuddling me last night. Come back. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of the last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Start your day without a shower. I'm taking a shower. Are you kidding me? You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot, surprisingly enough clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you think about Dustin and the image of him lying there slumped against a tree with half his head blown off. Scrub feverishly, trying to scrape the memories from your skin as if they're part of the dirt coat. You think about Sybil warning you. The worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne, wondering how many times he's watched you unseen. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of the cell phone, safe in your own way. I wonder if this is like a romance rap. Yeah! How fun. Stella, since that is the person we've been the closest with. You think about Stella, your intrepid, cryptid hunting companion, and everything that you have been through since you got to town. You're done. Wash away your sins in the shower. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself. Time to start your day. Checklist. There are 2 of them now. Morning, Dustin. Who's your friend? Her name Mom. She come to visit. I Dustin, Mom. Gotta stay with Dustin until glass house empty. Thank you, human, for taking care of my boy. What happened to your glass house? Asshole squatter move in. Kick Dustin, Mom out. Squatter try to eat Mom. Squatter evil. Squatter may be asshole, but squatter not evil. It just tried to survive, just like all creature. Dustin still have much to learn. I had a rough night. Can you console me? Was it because of Cat Monster? Dustin was scared too. Yes, if Cat Monster want to eat Dustin, Cat Monster will have to go through Dustin Mom. First, Dustin Mom will kill. Then Dustin and Mom eat like pigs. It's nature. I gotta go. Bye. Yay! That's that. I love Dustin. Look out the closet, check the closet, message your group chat, text Stella, check the closet. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? No, it hasn't. That's enough of this closet. You turn back to the guest room, look out the window, hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. You saw something out there at the corner of your eye yesterday morning, but you can't help to anticipate what might be there today. You breathe a sigh of relief. Nothing out there is watching you, at least nothing you can see. Turn back. That doll is still creepy. Let's message the group chat. You pull out your phone and open your group chat with Stella and Kanike. Morning, how are you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. What's the game plan? Y'all, I actually bonded with Tabitha last night. Can't wait to ghost bust tonight. I get to meet Reese today. Send a photo of a painted old man. Morning, how are you guys holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response, and then we're also going to text Stella. How are you holding up? It's probably be a bit before you get a response, and then we'll head downstairs. Okay. Enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Vile woman, destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. You hold out your boiled peanuts as an offering to the woman in the kitchen. Thank you so much for the generous offer, sweetie, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I have a really bad experience with boiled peanuts once in the summer of, 17. Wait, let me think. 16. No, it was definitely 17. Anyways, my husband and Tulip and I were on this road trip for blowing rocks, and why do you still have those things? Bonjour, Frou-Frou. Bonjour, sacre bleu. Do you think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of your bed last night? I still despise you. 3 humans at once. This is abhorrent. Your stink will linger here for hours. How am I supposed to bear it? I see. Talking to my cat again. Are you sure you didn't get hit in the head last night? You don't say good morning to your pets. I always make sure to talk to my farm cats in a pack just like people. To me, they kind of are. Nobody lives out in the garden, right? Gosh, I wouldn't know. Miss Tabitha won't let me touch the place. Nobody lives in the garden. Why are you even asking? You remain silent. Good, I'm glad you have the sense to drop it. Hi, I'm Irinixis. Good morning, I'm Janie, just here to do a little weekly cleaning, whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, that is. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Irinixis. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. Seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. I. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy. Part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with all that everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. How's your morning been so far? Aside from you trying to give me a heart attack about the squatters in the garden, there was a massive mine collapse on my property last night. I can practically feel the whispers of unionization already. So, I'm a little stressed. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream that discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible wounds up happening. So you're coming with me. Meet you outside. Yay, cousin bonding time. Alright, let's go, but I haven't had breakfast. You can't take my freedom like that. I don't need a babysitter. Alright, sure. I'll meet you outside. Are you seriously asking for time alone here after you just probed me about whether the garden has a squatter problem? What do you take me for, an idiot? I'm already behind on my day. I don't have time to deal with hijinks. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh. Irinixis, before you go, I heard about what happened the last night. I mean, I heard about it from before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I am so sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everybody getting out of that situation all right. You only come in once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time? Oh, odd jobs mostly. Weeding gardens, cleaning houses, watching kids, that sort of thing. My husband's the pastor, so a lot of the time spent at the church and doing things for the community. Poor Daniel. He's been going absolutely stir crazy since we moved here without nobody really attending sermons. It's probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Everything that's been going on lately, having a priest on speed dial sounds handy. Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Maybe we'll see. I'm not really religious. I can't see the other options. I'm not a Christian, but thank you for the offer. I'd rather not remain silent. Maybe we'll see. Oh, thanks. Take your time, of course. We're here all week after all. Just know that you can stop by at the church anytime. The door's always open. You should get out of town. Why do you clean this place? Sorry, Tabitha's so mean to you. Have you seen any weird creatures around town? Do you know anything about that guy named Wayne? Have you seen anyone prowling around the estate? It's been nice meeting you, but I've got to bounce. Tabitha's foot's tapping is driving me insane. Goodbye. I should go, turn and leave. It's been nice meeting you, but I gotta bounce. Bye, Janie. Alrighty then. Be safe out there, you two. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin's unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Shouldn't we be solving a mystery right now? After everything that's happened the last 2 days, what are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from some... Oh, neat. What kind of tea? I don't know. kind of Sybil makes. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it is called. Quit interrogating me about tea brand blends. Jeez. You and Tabitha turn to the door at the general store, bursting open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay? Keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me just as much think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Out of curiosity, would you call yourself happy? Tabitha pulls back, surprised by your question. What did I just say? Yeah, I'm happy, whatever. Come on, already, let's go. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smell of old wood and steamy herbal tea floods your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning, is the new blend ready? Of course. Irinixis, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Is Kanika okay? Of course. She just needs time to go cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. You aren't a good mom to Miles, damn. Try and listen. You walk up to the door of the tea room to listen in. Subtle. I know it took a little longer than you'd hoped, but this was fairly short notice. Sybil pauses, and a moment later her footsteps move to the door. Far into the tea room, she and Tabitha resume their discussion, their voices hushed. You can only make out bits and pieces of what they're saying. Is there? Yes. Make sure this is all. Not inside? Inside then. Don't assume you know. I know that I'm... Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announces another patron. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Irinixis, aren't you? My name's Bo. I'm Duke Boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. Couldn't say so. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Sorry, Bo. Have they found his body yet? They seem to want to pin it on me. Folks don't seem to care that your dad is dead, do they? I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. The police said he might just be out hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty up to the state fair for this week, but now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods and look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Is Big Betty one of your chickens? It's pretty dangerous up there. I'm gonna go poking around. You should have let the police handle it. If they haven't found him yet, there's probably nothing left to find. Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty is our prized pumpkin. She was a big lady, too. I'd expect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet, what with everything else going on. It's dangerous up there. I wouldn't go poking around. You should let the police handle it. If they haven't found him yet, there's probably nothing to find. I don't think you want to see him like that. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. Have you seen anything strange in the farm the past couple of days? I don't think you want to see him like that. It's really bad. I'm a farm boy. Blood don't bother me none. I just want to find my daddy, even if he's like one of them horror movie monsters. He's still my daddy, and he shouldn't be out in them woods where any animal can take a piece of him. Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? Not really, no. But I've been awful busy, what with everything what with everything that's still been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing though. He died on the west-east of town, off the Unseeing Adventure. I hope he doesn't die. Thank you, Irinixis. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey! I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet me at the library after and figure out plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, LOL. If you want to come over for breakfast, would honestly love to hang out. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Okay, swing by Stella. Don't die, Bo! Please don't die, Bo! Doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. There's no answer. You're not getting louder this time. Your renewed effort is immediately met by the yelps of an excited Gretchen. They're here! Stella! They're here! You can barely make out the slow and quiet shifting of feet over Gretchen's excitement. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from her doorway. Hey, sorry I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, biscuits, maybe just a classic scramble. I also have toaster waffles if that's more your speed. I may have already had my breakfast, but that won't stop me from partaking in whatever scraps may fall to the floor, of course. Let's do pancakes. Pancakes all the way. Excellent. Nothing like a stack of cakes for breakfast. We can even make them together. Oh, she's in a little ghost busting outfit. That's cute. I used to have a jumpsuit just like Stella's, but I'm afraid mine has been worn to shreds from years of use. All right, let's get started. That's a cute jumpsuit. It most certainly is, isn't it? Aw, thanks. I kind of picked it out just for you. This used to be my lucky get-up from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky since I never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we would use a bit of bad luck. Or the kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we swap food? I'm starving. Yeah, let's do it. Pancakes are pretty easy, though the real challenge is not burning them and not undercooking them. And not burning them and undercooking them at the same time. But hey, at least the ingredients are easy to assemble. I'll handle the dry stuff if you mix the wet stuff. Stella gives you a handful of pre-measured ingredients, a bowl, and a whisk. And if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while you work on the mix. Actually, can I have an egg too? Of course, the more the merrier. Hope you like over easy. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did today. Anything interesting happened while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? I met Bo at the general store this morning. That poor guy. How's he doing? Apparently Big Betty's gone missing. Really? How did a 2,000-pound pumpkin just disappear? Other than that, he seems to be hanging in there. The cops still haven't found Duke's body. He says he wants to look and stuff. Gosh, that sounds dangerous. I hope he stays safe. Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I gave her the slip. I'm glad you're here. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from the monsters of the day. I personally prefer that you came alone. My Stella could use better company like yourself in her life. Not a whole lot has really happened with other than that. Well, no news is probably good news, right? Trauma bonding, right? What better way to find a love companion than to constantly run from monsters? Alright, are you pumped for ghost hunting tonight? I'm extremely pumped. Whatever happens, I hope it's scary. I'm craving that adrenaline rush. After everything we've been through, I'm pretty nervous. I'd rather we just didn't do it. I didn't sign up for any of this, let's be honest. After everything we've been through, I'm pretty nervous. What if it's as bad as the last night's been? I think ghosts are usually pretty harmless. As long as you're not adventuring in an abandoned mine, I don't see how even a legit haunting would be anywhere near as bad as everything we had happen to us yesterday, or the day before. I think we're in for a chill evening. That's wonderful news. After all the excitement of the past 2 days, these old bones definitely need a break. I love that. You're burning your eggs. They have been on the pan for a while. I feel like you're kind of ignoring my reservations. You've sort of been doing that with a lot of people. I wish you took my concerns more seriously. This is just like you and Tabitha's minds. Just because you like getting scared doesn't mean other people do. Okay, you've convinced me tonight will be fun. Stella, please don't say it'll be chill. You're gonna jinx it. You keep saying things are gonna be chill and then they turn out to be not very chill. You're right, it'll be fun. You're right, it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited to hang out under less stressful circumstances. Well, if y'all are excited, count me enthusiasm. Cakes are done. Time for the pancakes. Stella takes your bowl from you, dumping it under. Why are you crying? Come here. Come here, horse. Perch. You are such a little brat. Okay. So, you get a treat. Oh, but I drop it. Just for being cute. You, come here. No, lay down. Now, stop crying. Okay. You cook this away. Pancakes take longer to make today. Not very chill at all. You're rolling. I would have been totally fine with the, like, you keep saying things are gonna be chill and they're not chill approach, but I am trying to romance her and I don't want to sabotage it. So. Stella takes your bowl from you, dumping it into her flour and whisking quickly to combine the ingredients. And now we pray to the pancake gods for a perfect step. Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. I'm surprised to hear her say it, but it's true. It's so nice to finally see her have a collar again. Not many people get that I can talk to animals. Is there anything you'd like to ask Gretchen? Stella stops what she's doing for a moment to reflect on your offer. Now, isn't that a most fascinating prospect? What would I even have to say? And about what? You know, that's an extremely generous offer, but I don't know if I want to pass my relationship with my dog through a translator. It's definitely not that I don't trust you. We've only known each other for a few days, and you already mean a lot to me. It's just, I almost wonder if driving into this too deeply would permanently change my relationship with her. If the weekends you go home and I've grown too reliant on your powers, what if things don't go back to normal with her? I definitely want to hear her input on current events. I just don't know if I want to rewrite everything else. I must admit that after hearing your thoughts, I feel very much the same way. I can't imagine permanently changing something so fundamental to my relationship with my dear Stella. I I know that's probably wild coming from your resident supernatural hunting friend, but Gretchen holds a special place in my heart. And you in mine, Stella. Time for the first flip. I'll need your moral support for this. Stella's face narrows in concentration as she readies herself to flip the pancake. Nailed it! Perfect flip. We're a great team. So, we're actually going to meet Reese today, right? What was the heat on your stove? Is that better? Sorry, I was too quiet. I think it's when I take a drink, I pull the mic away and then I forget to put it back. I have to be like making out with the mic for you to hear me. It's right there, right on my face. Okay. Heck yeah, we are. If Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we can just sneak in. Nothing will stand in the way of us in friendship. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him, though. I really don't like his mom. She's definitely a little controlling, but I think she means well. Her whole life is taking care of him at this point, you know? Do you think he's contagious? Nah, whatever he's sick with has just gotta be a Reese thing. His mom isn't sick, and I've seen him a couple times in the many years, and I'm totally fine. How's the food coming? Funny you should ask. Looks like we're done here. When it gets bad, I will let you know. And with that, breakfast is served. Lay it all on you. If the two of you wouldn't mind saving me just a couple of scraps, that mule smells absolutely delectable. And look, I didn't burn any of them. Pancake gods wanted to make sure I could impress my guests with my incredible breakfast skills. Bon appetit. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I needed this nice slow morning like this, just hanging out with you. As you and Stella start to dig in, you're interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Major Jimmy Day. On top of being a great show, it's probably a good excuse for us to meet up with Oscar and start talking ghosts. Gretchen scoffs at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Mirror my rear end! I certainly never voted for him! Gretchen says she didn't vote for him. Well, of course she didn't. Gretchen's a dog. Dogs can't vote. Stella falls silent. Maybe they should, though. Especially now that I know they can talk. Sort of. Work. Little paw prints? Oh, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's finish up and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Biscuits? I can't believe Stella's bringing the good stuff for that low life. Gretchen doesn't seem to like Mayor Jimmy very much. Wait, really? She has opinions on the mayor? What does she say? Other than that, her not voting for him. She says he's a lowlife who doesn't deserve biscuits. Whoa, okay. You have to tell me what Mayor Jeremy is like. I need to know if she's right. I've been giving him biscuits for years. If he turns out he is a secret scumbag, shall we? Okay. I'm glad everything is settled. We are going to go meet the mayor. You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in the corner of the main foyer. Now, we just wait on Kanika. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, this whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Minx to the mayor for, like, the entire time I've known them. I've never gotten to introduce anyone to the mayor before. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? My goodies. He's a dog. Not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the series of portraits lining the walls, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has also been a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from this little stash and fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority has been elected to. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen who spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. Mayor Jimmy is a dog. I will say, I did call it my first run through. I was like, the mayor's a dog, ain't he? And then he was, and I was really excited. What is wrong with this place? A lot. Clearly a lot. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. What have you got? You've got something? Something wet and nutty. You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly as their strong odor, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir! Drop it! Jules tries to tear them away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Thank you for the generous campaign donation. Oh, hey, you finally got rid of those things. You'd better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy troubles after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay. What? I never. Now you see what I mean. Not so much as begging before he dove right for the snacks. I've smelled those peanuts on you since day one, and you never saw me become such an animal over them. Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we've met. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches allowed. I must apologize for my security detail. He has my best interests at heart, but he can be a little gruff at times. I knew he'd be a dog. And what bearing does that have on anything? Aw, did Tabby ruin it for you? This town hasn't had a dog as mayor since the early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. Okay, Perch, come here. Why are you crying? I'm not going to give you another treat about it. You can stop crying and you can lay down. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Alright. And all my friends and Winnie's biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small town community, of course. But having a dog mare is the close fifth, no contest. Now, is there something I can help you with? You're not one of my constituents. I'd like to make sure I spend part of my time with the voters. It says you're a lowlife. Watch it. Ah, Miss Gretchen, what must I do to earn your loyalty? I'll settle for nothing less than you stepping down from office. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help. Murmurs stir over the crowd behind you as you relay the danger to the mayor. Can you imagine having to work for a dog? Can you imagine working for a dog and this random person who's been in town for 2 days comes in and is like talking to the dog? Of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn. That's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mind faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow, do you understand? You care about tourists? Wait, how do you know what's going on? So you know there are monsters laying eggs in local animals, and you're just going to let it happen? The murmurs behind you intensify as you continue your conversation with the mayor. Laying eggs? Don't be ridiculous. I'm sure that whatever is causing these disappearances is just a bear or a mountain lion. We've all smelled them up in those hills. They'll move on soon enough. This is a southern town. Plenty of people are armed around these parts. They'll take care of the problem before it gets out of hand. And in the meantime, it's best not to cause panic. I'm a pillar in this community. It is my job to protect strength as to my constituents. I've heard just enough from you, Jimmy. Look at you putting on a show in front of your adoring fans while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it all up for you. When you are finally going to do something meaningful for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? When are you finally going to do something for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Miss Gretchen, there's no need. Scoops would have never let these things prowl the woods for so long. And yet you sit back waiting for the humans to notice and letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know I almost lost my life to those things the other nights, and my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke? Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. It's fair for me to assume they simply went to the big farm upstate. Don't you dare talk about old dogs! He's only a dog. It's not like he has any real power. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor. I guess every politician is corrupt and cowardly, even the actual dog. Stella, your dog is yelling at the mayor. Wow, Gretchen is barking a lot. I don't think she likes the mayor. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor. You're damn right I do! Scraps would have been out in the woods at the first sight of trouble, tearing out the throats of any creatures who dared threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. And yet here he is, posing for the little rectangles like nothing is wrong in this town. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're going to pull a muscle. Mr. Franklin, I think now is as good of a time to dispose of this riffraff. Miss Richmond, I'm going to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Irinixis, you gotta fill me in on their feud later. I've always been curious about why Gretchen gets so fussy near Mayor Jimmy. Can Goon understand? I don't think so. I think he's just real confused about why I'm talking to his dog. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy. Ignorant! Well, you dog! Nika is quick to follow. Man, I wanted to keep talking to the mayor. That's true. That is true. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Sounds like old Gretchen and Mayor may have some unresolved issues. What did you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Irinixis. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's here to help your cousins through this rough patch. I don't believe in an afterlife. Oh, thank God, I've been hoping to find a priest. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? You mentioned Pearland being in a better place. I doubt it's better. She's sounded awful. You mentioned Pearland being in a better place. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearland is in hell. Gretchen says she didn't vote for the mayor. The mayor is a huckster and a fraud. The bastard cares more about tourism than the fate of this town. You should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. I would go. I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Of course, and if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine. Even after everything that's happened last night. Nobody was hurt, but still, from what I hear, it was quite the close call. Not to doubt your resolve, but I know I would need to do some serious praying to work through the emotions from something like that. Heck, I had to pray over it anyways, and I wasn't even there to witness it. Well, if you ever feel like you're struggling and could use a good listener, you know where to find me. It was lovely to meet you, and have a blessed day, Irinixis. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. He gave me real bad vibes the first time I played the game. That's why I cut my conversation short with him. You find them already talking to Oscar deeper into the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either, but I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not going to waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are going to be the death of me. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation? Is that what you'd call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we'll call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we should be able to be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind. Don't worry, Oscar. We'll fix this. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to romance Oscar as well. I have, I want to romance Stella, and then I want to romance Reese, and then I want to romance Wayne, and then I want to romance Oscar. I'm probably going to just go down the line and romance all of the romanceable characters, just because I'm going to play it so many times. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it. Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's? Absolutely. Come on there, Nexus. Time to go bother our friend. I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. So about the mayor. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. Mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? Invite Tabitha to go ghost hunting secretly. We should invite Avery ghost hunting. We should invite Avery ghost hunting. Oh, huh. Sure, I guess. The more merrier, right? Maybe this will be an extra voice of reason. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool, I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. You discreetly shoot your cousin a text inviting her to the evening's ghost hunt. Stella and Kanike will find out about it if she actually shows up. So, about the mayor. Right, you seem to have some choice words for him. He's corrupt. The dog cares more about tourism money than protecting the town. He's corrupt. That dog cares more about tourist money than protecting the town. Does Scarlet Hollow even get tourists? Kanika laughs. We get a few. Who all come to see the mayor. The plot thickens. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Y'all are right. His vibes were bad. Glad you feel the same way. There's just something about the way he's always smiling. It's so creepy. The man was smiling through all of my dad's funeral. I'll never forget that. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He could look for friends somewhere else. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Find your own friends! Stop creeping on the town! We don't like you! You give bad vibes! Yeah, I definitely plan to explore his route on another playthrough. I just don't want to do it on this one. On this one, I'm focusing on, like, Reese's plot line and the ghost plot line, and, like, I know I have to choose. I can't hit all of the plot lines in the same go-through. So he will get his day in the sun to show me why he gives bad vibes and why he's super creepy. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much better. It feels much later. The sun's already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. Okay, there we go. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Irinixis, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I get all the Irinixis updates. Oh my goodness gracious, there's something that smells terribly off about that boy. Get away from my Stella, you fiend! Reese is adorable. Yeah. Yeah, that's why as soon as I met him, I was like, well, I'm already romancing Stella, but you are my second option, like, because he's real cute. Little decrepit, little sick boy. Like, decrepit, not decrepit, decrepit. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they already here? I knew you'd show up early, Stella. And you brought the dog? Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. The gall! The gumption! This is a violation of my rights! But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. You keep her safe from that monster, Irinixis. You hear? You don't let a feather of harm fall on my darling Stella. Well, what about you, Irinixis? Are you coming in? Oh, sure. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showcase. So how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner, and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time right now. You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we were here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all of his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles into the corners of the room, hiding bare cement floors. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, smearing out their creator. Your mom is so scary. Yeah, she can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyways, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. So, has Stella told you everything that's happened? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in brutality towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for. And I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here then? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, the guy who's been following Irinixis around, being all ominous. Oh, yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. You decide to leave it at that. What are you sick with? Sorry, Reese. Irinixis is pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness. It's okay. I come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. Make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me. But it's been getting worse. I can barely keep food down most days. My skin is always itches, like there's worms crawling underneath it, and I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box, just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese. I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys. But you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you. Even if it's just helping you deal with the symptoms. doc upstairs who's consulted with a lot of specialists and tried a lot of medications. Sure, some have been able to alleviate symptoms, but they always come with their own fun side effects. It wound up being a I know. You want to go upstairs. But no one is upstairs. So you need to stay down here with me. I love you. Will you please lay down? We'll do more bribery. One for the little one. Come here. Lay down. Lay down. Oh, you dropped it. Lay down. You're just like the Pixel Cat. Alright. It wound up being a question of picking which set of discomforts I want to deal with. I settled on constant nausea and vomiting and a persistent itch I can't scratch. It's manageable. As long as I can still paint, I don't care. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it is just weird, like this. Reese pulls the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Your art. Hurts. We're such a you horse. Okay. You win. Okay. Hurt. I can't play like this. My goodness. Will you like... You took my headphones. You tipped them back. What? Okay. Can you? Is there someone upstairs? Okay. Alright. Let's try to continue. My goodness. Dog can't be on camera. Oh, her butt? Her dog butt? Alright, we're describing the art. Dog is exquisite. It's exquisite, it's grotesque, it's so emo, there's a lot of it, never mind. It's exquisite. I think it's beautiful. Thank you, Irinixis. I really don't make my art for other people, but it's always nice it's always a nice surprise when it resonates with someone, especially considering how personally pieces are for me. Having other people look at them sometimes feels like I'm having them look over a rock. I've still got that painting I stole from I still got that painting I stole from you back in high school. I even took it to college with me. You good stuff, dude. Oh no, you should get rid of that thing. It's ancient. Knowing there are people out there who might see something I made in high school is horrifying. No way, it's rad, and people comment it all the time. Compliments it all the time. You could gain a real following if you ever posted these online, you know. Nah, I think I'm okay sticking to sparsely populated late-night live streams. That's all the social media I can handle. I don't know how you do it, Stella, having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is a live stream during school hours, when am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings, then you can see them all. And maybe they'll be worth millions then, since I'll be dead. I'll be able to rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. That's quite a movie collection you've got. Got any recommendations? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino-Chi, Death Blood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it off after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would absolutely be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. Yeah, we promised we'd ghost bust his place. He apparently has been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. I'd like to take a rain check on that movie, though. We could always ditch this movie, sounds good. I don't like horror movies anyways. Take a rain check on that movie, though. Yeah, we could definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for Irinixis. I should probably work too, but I can close up early. You want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh, wow. Do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make many friends their own age. That just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks, and we stuck through them through their whole school career. Poor kids. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks, and we're stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks. Like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at you, you'd think I rolled in the way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though, to be fair. The feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. If you need someone to pose for your paintings this week, that's so kind to offer. If you're okay with hanging out at weird hours, I'd love for you to come by and sit for me. It's been a long time since I was able to draw anyone but myself, and I'd really appreciate the company. Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table! Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. Feels like out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Open the door, 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 open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, I'm looking for the bathroom. So you passed by the open door that's clearly a bathroom and went snooping around? Come on, get washed up. Everyone's waiting. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eye, and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. What is wrong with you? A lot. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Isn't the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, No thanks, Stella. I have no interest if I need recipes. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. I think I saw a video online of a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. The dinner table goes quiet. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Is that so? The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn up like minutes. Dr. Kelly eyes briefly, nervously glancing towards her son, flinching back to a position of annoyance. You can't help but feel like what you saw went beyond compassionate worry to be genuine. Does no one in this town have two parents? What exactly does he have? It must be hard to be nice like yourself in a world like this. Do you think breakers might feel better famous than people? Why are you so held up on keeping yourself from seeing his friends? Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. Don't you find your son's art consuming? What exactly does he have? I'm not poisoning my son. So you can stop with the thinly veiled accusations. He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. All right, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So we were talking about maybe watching movies sometime this week while Irinixis is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sakes. I can't believe I have to ask permission before from my mom, just to have friends so... Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it! I knew it! I knew this would be too much. Everyone, get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, Now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too, but all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. He seemed fine before dinner. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you that right now, he's very much not fine. Now, leave. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals at the end of your dinner at Reese's. Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God. She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kind? Their own kid, and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced? How? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder. Was it like the carving in the pit last night, before you had that seizure? It was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, so I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism. Seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know, a lot happened last night. But the whole thing was very trance-like. Yeah, I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on bad vibes Irinixis got. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? I could have sworn I saw genuine fear in her eyes for a second there. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. If anyone is afraid of anyone in that house, Reese is afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading too much into things. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to the dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing figure, its walls holding something that stare back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Before you enter, a pair of figures in the nearby bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. Enter the library. Just as its exterior was imitating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in the place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar! Are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghosts mess with the electricity, parabolic microphones, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing matches, and candles for rituals. And you've got your specter-sniffing compatriot at your side, too. This nose can sniff out any evildoer who might find in it whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for a lack of trying. And after last night, I am more than ready to try again. Ouija board, no. Hey. I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing, always happy to offer a hand or two. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone, y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years whilst y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. He remained silent. I admit, I did get a little caught up in the whole supernatural atmosphere of that place. Those things were definitely from the rocks shifting before the collapse. Hey, Avery! Yeah, we got Avery here. I mean, that's the whole basis of the Tommyknockers myth. It's well documented. But that's what's so great about this stuff. It's fun to be terrified, you know? Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane! No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. Oh my, this certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows shall choose to prey on someone else. I hope our house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back, follow me. Hey, human. Kick ghost ass, okay? All my stuff is there. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina, I thought you were at Alexis's place. Sorry, Mr. Gurez. She's really convincing. Gutierrez, she's really convincing. Oh, hi Zane, what's up? Yo. You don't have to leave me out of this stuff. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost, or whatever it is that keeps us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. Oh, crap! No! 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 Oh, shit. Yeah. And I haven't been saving as I go, so I think I have to restart to fix this, because I want her here. Let the pep come. It's best to give her the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an assault like me. exactly could get dangerous in there. Let's just hang out in the library. We'll take it a few hours. Come on, Dad, you're letting Zane tag along and Alexis decides to have to be there too. She's got a good point. We can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets too much and you want to leave. Okay, thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm so glad she came with. I feel really bad with the choice that I picked. I didn't want to pick that one. Okay. Well, in case I make another mistake, I guess I should be saving as we go. It's fine. No, there's no fixing it. I would just have to, like, save and then go back to the last save file and replay. But she still got to come. She just doesn't like me as much now. Like, okay. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Aside from the paintings on the floor, this living room feels too normal. Too human to be haunted. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set the camera up in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your camera for Rosalind's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanike settle as the door swings open. Hold it. The gang's all here, ghost hunting with the maximum number of participants. Okay, that's why I got worried, because I was like, no, I gotta cheat. So, yeah, get the whole gang. Hold it. You're not taking my cousin along on any more of your silly hijinks without me. Tabby! Can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today. Oh, I can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Irinixis. After I explicitly asked you not to, at least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight, so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. Wait, Irinixis, you invited her? Wow, Irinixis, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know, Irinixis. What made you... Wait, Irinixis, what made you think inviting her would be a good idea? She's my cousin. Yeah, we're trying to bond. Deal with it. You don't see me inviting Miles to stuff all the time. Just because you're family doesn't mean y'all need to be friends. Aw, a lot has changed since high school. Maybe you two could be friends if you tried. Tabitha and Kanika each eye each other suspiciously. The mutual disgust in their eyes tells you that Stella is not correct. Nika needs to chill. I mean, they made it very clear she does not like Tabitha, so it's okay. They made it, it's a mutual thing. But I do like the fact that Stella is now like, or not Stella, Tabitha was like, yeah, we're bonding. Like, we're becoming friends. Stella. Or wait, who's Stella? Stella. But maybe for now you can ghost hunt on opposite sides of the room. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just for me or does it suddenly feel colder? It definitely does. It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same. I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I've spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. wasting our time here. Oscar said the ghost is in Rosalina's room. Yeah, but we don't have to rush there. I'm sure we can deal with it from out here, right? What, are you actually scared or something? You're an adult with a child. Grow up. Shut it, Tabitha! No one wants your opinion. Stella, I've been meaning to ask, do you actually know how to get rid of ghosts? How exactly are we going to get rid of it if we find one? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major region sorted. My ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? Ouija boards are toys. Oh wait, Tabitha. Yeah, Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. That sounds like fun to me. Might as well try it out, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence? Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something more. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again. Like the mines. Like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Yeesh, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the country own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we could scrub it out first? Could be that paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Ooh, good idea. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. We don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. I think y'all are focusing too much on cleaning the stain and not enough on what it's made of, which is blood. Ghost blood. Or it's just a rusty pipe leaking all over your floor. I think that'd be a bigger problem than what Irinixis and Stella are suggesting. I don't know, ghost blood sounds pretty intense. Have y'all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? The government owns the house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain in their carpet. I made sure it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood, which it is. Don't worry, I'll make sure don't worry. I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Kanika is obviously right. Did it really not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? Well, if there's something written under here. Only way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise, after all. Oh, dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. If you don't have to sweat it. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, and the floor around it is stained reddish brown. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone going down there. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. We're going down there, right? Of course we are. This is better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, all right? You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. So, still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edges and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because of North Carolina has red dirt. Red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Well, you tested it wrong. Can't be blood, right? Kaniko's right. You've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. No way! There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's down there. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. You come in to Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Is fainting some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement. Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must just be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door here. Clearly, whatever was in the basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Ugh. Uh, Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one who sees that scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Do you see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. Ew. You reach forward and pinch your cousin. Ow! Hey! What was that for? You said I remember you're supposed to pinch yourself to see if you're dreaming. Tabitha glares at you. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait, do you hear music? Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rise to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Bark, wolf, bark. Huh? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me, huh? I thought Oscar said the county owned this place. Is this what ghost hunts are usually like? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me! Yeah, cut it out. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie? You've got to be kidding me. Stella, are you okay? You don't look so good right now. Hey, go back. Am I hitting the wrong button? There we go. You're just pranking us, right? I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Does it even matter what I say? It doesn't seem like she's... It seems like she's got some kind of script. Maybe once it's done, she'll go back to it. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She is in agony. Arf! Arf! I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up! Shut up! I'm more important than your responsibilities. Let's just try to find an exit or something. I've had enough. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella. I promise. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. We have to go after Stella. Absolutely not. We are not being drawn deeper into this weird garden, greenhouse, whatever it is. She yanks your arm, pulling you back the way you came. Where did the annex go? Let's try the door. But there can't be anything behind it. It's just standing there. You ignore her, walking forward and reaching for the doorknob. Bells ring as a canopy rages outside. Cacophony. There we go. Rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... what? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me! Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin is cut off by the dialed tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Junior, pack your things. Quickly. Hurry. Jesus, Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. Maybe we should run them out on a rail to make an example of the whole family. You should have just stayed in the library. I can't believe we're gonna have to rescue you again. Wait, are there multiple ghosts? Charlie and now Junior. Do you think it hurts them? Here we go again. Grab Tabitha and turn and leave. Play along. Okay, I'll pack her all good. Do you think it hurts them? Sure looks painful to me, but who knows? They might not even be alive anymore. They're alive, even if they're probably in agony. I can see it in Stella's eyes. I guess that's reassuring. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy wasn't there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't even have that kind of luxury. Oh. Clap. I see the clap. Junior leaving. Charlie returning. Starting to come together. Great. Mystery solved. You can let us go now, ghost. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. As for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Maintain your focus back to the scene. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe you should have had you working in mines too, instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in the flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. You quietly continue listening. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than me. It's good for 'em. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep, just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died, and we are in hell. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we do now? There's so many digitals here. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family. Not that it matters, though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our way. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? There's so many digitals here. Pull yourself together. We're not dead. Well, I guess there's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we? Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave. We know that we're not being possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. At least you get to go through it with someone, right? You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. You're outside and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. A record fished from the bottom of a pond. Ugh, What magic words do I have to say to get you to let us go? I'm sorry, okay? Whatever my family did to piss you off so much, I'm sorry. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling round town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? What was this supposed to be? Why can't this ghost be a little more obvious? Come on, use name tags or something. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So, Edwardine and Charlie. Let me just spoil it for you and say it doesn't work out. Our great-grandfather's name was not Charlie. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not from lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make it sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? What do you think about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-grandfather? He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. I don't know much besides that, so don't bother asking. Is the ghost mad because Edwardine and Charlie's romance didn't work out? Pretty pathetic if that's the case. It's not like I'm in a happy relationship, but at least I'm not making it someone else's fault. The powers at work here are stronger than ever. Your love could withstand, that even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding you here, and then you can both go free. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else old enough to step foot outside the Kanika's mimes handing you something through her, though her hand is in the way. Everything you need to know is on that map. It says about misfortunes. Oh, an item to quest for when you get out of here. Bring me to parts of maps. Sounds like a quest. Thank you, I shall do what you said. What's that about misfortune and stepping foot outside the hollow? Isn't the town cursed? That's where you'll find them. You need her there. And be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any idea. I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die. Whichever. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocating flesh with a tinge of the saccharine, and stomach churning scent of decay. There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeder thumbs manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Tabby, it's your Sammy! You book it into the underbrush. Wait for me! She joins you, the two of you rushing to get away from Wayne as you run. His words follow you into the brush. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Irinixis. I don't think that girl is any good for you, Stella. Was that her name? Seems she's skilled at finding trouble. Maybe I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out of here alive. And then silence. Stella? Who the hell is he? If you see it again, ignore it. Or better yet, run away. Come on, we need to keep moving. If that thing got in, there must be a way out. Really bad boyfriend. The two of you step out from the brush and onto a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking. Oh wait, a figure rises to attention, blocking. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies at its center, looking pitifully. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. I'm sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So Oscar is Charles Sr. Yeah, Charles Sr. Yeah, Charles Shaw Sr. You should probably know about him by now. Everyone in Scarlet Hollow knows about him. But they don't know about his son. Sounds like a bad guy. What do you know about Charles Jr.? What happened to Charles Shaw Sr.? Our family did this to him. What happened to Charles Shaw Sr.? I think you know everything there is to know. He was run out of town on a rail, then died miserable somewhere else of cirrhosis. I'm guessing from all of this. Damn it, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damned snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit! Oh, hi, Perch. Hi, I love you so much. You are so sweet. You are so unhelpful, but you are so sweet. Okay. Okay, lay down. If you want to lay down, just lay down. Down. Good child. Okay. Man, this chapter has so many disruptions. Yes. What is that in the window? Oh, I'm assuming it is one of the ditchlings. Okay. Damn it, I tried to stop from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit. Okay. Dad, it's okay. Spiteful to the end, wasn't he? I accidentally clicked the play along button. Well, Perch did, I guess. That was Perch's contribution to the game. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'm so confused. I'm guessing this request didn't really pan out. Do you think that's why he was getting close with Edwardine? So wait, this is after the scene with Rosalina, before the scene with Stella. I don't know, maybe you are a murderer. It seems like you killed yourself. Alright, Dad, I'll let you do. So wait, this is after the scene with Rosalina, and before before the scene with Stella. That sounds about right. Then the scene with Kanika. I wonder how many more of these there are going to be. Damn it, boy! I may not have till the morning. Promise me, promise you'll go back, and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. What number run through is this? So I am basically replaying the game, trying to remember the choices that I made to get the same experiences, so that way I can figure out what the ending would have been on my first run through. But I've never actually finished the game before, so I'm just trying to like kind of mirror my previous choices. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. Follow her. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of the prison loom over both. All of it, and all of you. Avery. Climbing up the trails again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy, you should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. Are the bars metaphorical, or are they real? We'll get out of here somehow, Avery, I promise. Okay, who's this? Are the bars metaphorical, or are they real? You keep asking me things like I know any better than what you do. We're both seeing the same rooms. You're the one who grew up here. I just thought you might recognize stuff. It's not like this is exactly what the real world looks like, is it? How am I supposed to recognize anything when it's all messed up like this? For all we know, none of this even happened. And even if this did happen, who's to say this is even close to an accurate interpretation? We're watching the memories of a dead man. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. Oh, crud. I don't know what I clicked. What did I click? Is this what's in the Forbidden Wing? The Forbidden Wing is a bunch of old rooms that are dangerously let down. I don't have much perspective on what they were like in their heyday, but going off on what they're like today, they'd be a terrible place to keep a prisoner. Mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does he not? And now, it runs in hers. Yes, this seems your little trust bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? Tabitha's eyes go wide. Fruit, as in... Shh! Let it talk! I think this might be important. You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. The world around you swirls, and you and Tabitha find yourself pulled into the other side of the wall. The door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but I can't tell you how much of it is real and how much is metaphor. Love the tally snap. Same. Stop talking. We might miss something. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer. Leave town. Maintain yourself. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay, die. But if I were you, I would use cross my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? Your mates. You've been talking to the witch, then. How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. So Stella! I promise we'll figure out how to free you soon, Stella. There can't be much more to these memories. Our witch is real. This is like being stuck in some sort of soap opera. Eddie, what the hell is going on here? Eddie, I'm so happy to see you. I'll listen to whoever I dang on, please. How does it know? This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick. That room. What was the deal with that room? You heard what it said. It was some kind of prison. Why are you asking me like I know? Let's just keep going. Come on, the quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll get out of this ghost place, hopefully. You and Tabitha walk after Stella into the darkness. You and your cousin find yourselves crouched under the large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Ugh. I don't know why, but this feels so much worse than the last room. Yap yap. So lovely. Are you sure I can't keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. We've got to be near the end, right? That music is the same song that started playing when Stella first showed up. Yeah, I think you're right. What a creepy scene to end things on. I can't believe that ghost is making Stella humiliate herself like this by doing a baby's voice. It's embarrassing. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so they don't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. That's why everyone's been moving so weirdly while they've been possessed, right? He's got a thing with puppets. He sure does. A traveling show. And you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to town along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. You quietly let the scene finish. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. You can see the tiniest shimmer of tears in Tabitha's eyes. She blinks and they're gone. There, are you done now, Charlie? Can we... Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in. Single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor at the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. You wordlessly step towards the trap. It creaks open all on its own. Oh God, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and stumble through the hatch. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Eddie? God, I'm actually gonna be sick this time. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. Did you see Tira run down her cheek at the end? She was conflicted. So Edwardine was a murderer. Whatever it is that he knocked in, we can undo it. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Did you see that tear running down her cheek at the end? She was conflicted. I didn't, but that's a good point. This whole thing isn't very fair, you know? I only saw one side of the story. Isn't only one side of the story what the Scarlets have been giving since 1819 or 1918? Shut up. Look, what now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Are you talking to us? Don't answer it. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years to pay for the years that were taken from me. Wait, what are you saying? My life was stolen. I want some of you. It's only fair. No, no, no. It is absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit! Sentence has been handed down. I hope I didn't come, or I hope, what is her voice? I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its control. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others, they're safe. I got your call, Tabitha. It was definitely not easy getting down here. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. I'm messing up voices. This is a little bit different. Why is that my problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You are the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. No, this is the same. Yeah. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. You take a step towards the spotlight. As you move forward, you feel Tabitha's hand on your shoulder. Irinixis, what are you doing? Family ruined Charlie's life. We have a responsibility to make things right. Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. You wordlessly step into the spotlight. first time in what feels like hours, the earth around you feels solid, real, but also soft. You feel it pressing in on all sides, cold and growing tighter by the second as the soil settles. Claw your way out. Your arms tear at the earth until they break through into the air. As you grasp for breath, you take a look into the pit behind you. Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. You're only able to maintain your gaze for a moment before exhaustion overwhelms you. With the last of your strength, you hoist yourself from the pit and collapse on the floor. You feel like death. No, 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 Irinixis, what happened to you? You look awful. It's done, Tabitha. If you have any regrets, keep them to yourself. You try and think of words to say, but you're still delirious from what happened, and you struggle to form coherent thoughts. Come along, Irinixis. Let's get you home. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Sybil lends you her arm and guides you out the library, Tabitha trailing close behind. You're outside. It's real this time. The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift as you make your way down the steps of the library, your lungs wheezing as if you've run a marathon. You can almost feel how pale your face has become, your lips dry and thin, your hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to your face as you trace the new lines and furrows that have formed there. I'm gonna go wait by the car. Just let me know when you're ready to go home. Cousin walks off before you get the chance to respond. I'm gonna peace out now. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what y'all were planning to do. How were we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. Magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so... Nika stops mid-sentence as she realizes what's happened to you. Oh my god, Irinixis. You poor thing. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. Irinixis, did you... Just taking responsibility for something that should have been dealt with decades ago. Is our house safe? No, you're correct. You remember it, right? They haven't expressed exactly how many decades, but or how many years, but they do reference it around like a decade. So like 10-ish years or so, maybe more. Like basically she's rapidly aged, most likely to an old lady. Is our house safe? There's nothing there now. Irinixis took care of it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. It never had been like that before. So that thing really happened then. That ghost really did take away years of your life. I'm afraid so. Everything in this world has a price. And those years were unfortunately what it took to put that spirit to rest. I can't believe Tabitha let you do that. It's outrageous. If anyone should have paid a price to put that ghost to rest, it should have been her. You don't even live here. You've barely even been a Scarlet. It's just, ugh! It's just so unfair. Just because I happen to make a choice doesn't mean that someone else should have been obligated to make it instead. It's kind of the whole point of having free will. That doesn't make it any less unfair. I agree. It is unfair. But I did my best to sway her, and what's done is done. There's no use dwelling on things. Kanika takes a deep breath and sighs. You know, Irinixis, the salt and pepper look is good on you. Maybe this isn't all bad. Kanika? Sorry, just trying to be positive. Stella's way better at that. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost, and she's just standing off by herself. It'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Like I said, it's at least 10 years. So they made a comment earlier in the game that they were, like, in their upper 20s, maybe 20s, 30s, and now we're talking about a salt and pepper look, so I'm assuming there's supposed to be an estimate that, like, 20 to 30 years were taken off of her life. Yeah, like I said, they don't give you an exact number, but that's how I always interpreted this moment, because it's basically the life that was stolen from him is the life that he stole from me. So however many years he would have lived before being murdered is what was taken off of my life. You're good. It's a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. I'm gonna go check on her. Yeah, as many years as he thought he would have had. I guess he wouldn't know. Maybe as a ghost he gets to know how many years were cut short. You walk over to Stella. I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful. I don't think my dear Stella is having an easy time with it. Oh, hey, Irinixis. I'm so sorry I couldn't get you out of there sooner. I'm so sorry, Irinixis. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. What if she's still possessed? I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time. I'm starting to think Stella might be a bit of a flake. I guess she hit her limit. She'll be fine. I'm the one who gave up years of my life. You don't see me acting out. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to heal to herself. Stella never's been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. If nobody here should be rushing after anyone right now. That goes doubly for you, Kanika. You don't want that cold of yours to get worse. You should not get any bad ideas either, Irinixis. We need time to recover. There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Oh, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them back-to-back nights. And if you and Stella are right, there's another one at the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me, too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this, and that's all. And that all night long. There's still plenty of time for that tomorrow. Irinixis, if you have the time, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea, after you've had the chance to get some rest. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? You couldn't have known what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have. Don't blame yourself. You're actually pretty. You tried actually pretty hard to warn us about those things, Oscar. None of us took you seriously. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms, right? You're right. You should have stopped us from going in there. You were all conscious that one time. Also, I could be confident. Do any of you know? We were all conscious that one time. Everyone glances at each other, though none of them gave any of their years away. You can see how exhausted they are, how unsettled. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun, too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. Couldn't have known what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have known. Don't blame yourself. You're actually pretty turned offense. None of us took it seriously. It really made. Wayne in one of those rooms. He vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? That creep threatened her? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. It's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. There was someone else in there. There was someone else in there? But that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Irinixis for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear, and he won't make trouble. You couldn't have known what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have known. Don't blame yourself. I'd seen it before. I should have known it could get worse. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just going to sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go there no matter what. I didn't put a ghost in our house. You did not put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you both had a difficult time with this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. I should head back with Tabitha. And I should probably head back inside. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to get done to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger. Let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you. All of you. Again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But... Nike, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. See you tomorrow, Irinixis. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Nike wearily treks back to the general store. Before I go, someone places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, and about what's happened to you. But let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Irinixis. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. You can't help but overhear snippets of their conversation as they leave. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. Was a spirit. I've never been a fan of the word ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would work better. But I gotta admit, the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. Guess it's just the two of us now. Do you have any idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever. But I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. I guess you finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Avery chuckles, then grabs at their rib, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling. Knowing we all went through it together, it makes it easy. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Which reminds me, I'd better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. And, I hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here. As soon as you get into the car, the exhaustion of the night's events overwhelms you. The ache in your bones becomes a dull throb as your body sinks into the seat, and your eyelids pull shut as if weighed by lead sheets. We're back. Do you need me to carry you inside? Did I dream that I gave up years of my life to get rid of a ghost, or did that actually happen? Dang, was I asleep for the whole ride? Ugh, I feel awful. Whoa, that would be really nice, actually. It hurts to be alive. I'm fine, I can get up, get out of the car. Did I dream that I gave up years of my life to get rid of a ghost, or did that actually happen? I think you can answer that question by taking a look in the mirror. You do as Tabitha suggests and look into the passenger seat mirror. Your face looks so much older than the last time you saw it. The cracks and furrows of age line your skin, and streaks of your hair have turned stark white. The crack and furrow. Oh my god, my face. This was a mistake. I hope this was worth it. No regrets. Remain silent. The sight of these rapid changes stun you into silence. Come on, let's get you to bed. You're back inside. The chill of the night breeze is a little better here, but your legs are numb with exhaustion. Well, we're back. I have to imagine you want to get to bed. I want to talk about Wayne. Really talk. Do you really have the energy to keep talking? Did you kill him? He obviously not dead, so no. Also, thanks for accusing me of murder. Love that. So Wayne's a he now. Back in the ghost realm, he was an it. Does it really matter? I was scared in there, and right now I'm so exhausted I can barely think straight. Who cares if Wayne is a he or an it, anyways? Either way, he's bad news, and you'd best steer clear. Talking isn't doing much for your condition. If you keep going, you might just collapse on the floor. You can barely stand right now. We're getting you to bed. You're too tired to possibly object. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all, and then the bus comes. You know I don't have to leave the holler. I could get used to this place. You're delirious. Anyways, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains till the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. Episode 4 waits. If you'd like to save before continuing, please do so. Alright. Would Dustin recognize you? I don't know. We'll find out in the morning. Alright, so I will go ahead and end this stream again. Take another break. And then we'll do episode 4. I think episode 4 is as far as I got previously before I get new content. So that's going to be really exciting. So. Or actually. Oh, I forgot to record this one. Oh, No. Yeah, of course. I will probably end up doing the next one today. But I hope that this second half saved because I didn't hit the little record button. Oh well, we'll find out. All right, taking a momentary break. Then we will return for the next one.